Welcome to the Cats in the Cradle podcast. Here's a little bit of what you're going to hear today. Go for it, Johnny.
Yeah, we talk about coming back from our vacation.
Yeah, so we talk about a lot about what we did in Portland, kind of some of the things that we saw.
Yeah. You go on a rant.
I rant. Look, I don't know how I'm going to title this one. You'll see it, but
It's going to be a warning.
there might be a warning. Look, I go off. I do apologize at the end.
Yeah, so.
But I probably still say things that are offensive to certain people, but it needed to be said and it needed to be apologized for.
Yeah. We talk about tough guys licking ice cream cones.
Oh, you're going to want to hear this one. That's a good one.
Yeah. We also talk about...
some mock headlines.
Yeah.
And some signs that we saw that are going to leave you scratching your head wondering what kind of people are in Portland.
Yeah. All right, Brandon, hit it.
Oh, yeah!
Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.
Welcome to this podcast, Johnny boy.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome back from vacation.
You welcome back from vacation.
You know, we kind of left people on a cliff. No, not really a cliff. No, we told them what we were going to do, but now they get to hear about what we did.
So basically, we had
a pretty good time.
Awesomest time.
Yeah, look, it wasn't the vacation that we had originally planned, but it was a pretty good vacation nonetheless.
It was a very good vacation.
I think one of the worst parts of it for me was today when I went back to the office and people said, "Hey, how was Costa Rica?"
Oh.
And I said, "Well, turns out my passport was expired, so we didn't go."
That was the worst part of
Yeah, and then they're kind of clowning you.
They're clowning me?
Well,
I'll clown them right back.
I know, they better watch their back.
Yeah.
No, but somebody who plans an international trip with an expired passport deserves to be made fun of.
I don't know. Do you know anybody that's done that?
I know at least one person.
Who?
Me.
Oh.
We talked a couple episodes ago. We talked about girl math.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And so today I was in the office and I overheard somebody say #girl math.
What the heck?
And I go, wait. So I went over. I go, what just happened? So there was some people in the office, and one of the individuals was like, "Hey, I'm going to order lunch for people."
Yeah.
So she orders lunch. She asks this guy, "Hey, what do you want?" And he gives his order.
Yeah.
And then she goes, "Well, why don't you should just get the kids' meal because it's essentially the same thing, but it costs a lot less."
Oh.
So he says, "Okay, cool." And so he orders the kids' meal. Well, she orders the kids' meal, but then also the original meal that he had ordered.
What?
Yeah, so he got two meals.
Why?
She just forgot to take it off.
Oh, okay.
So he had to pay $35 for his lunch, which, yesterday he's like, "I don't want to pay $35 for lunch."
Yeah.
So she's like, "Hey, look, just put it in the fridge. You can heat it up and eat it tomorrow." And so he eats his lunch today that he bought yesterday.
Yeah.
He heated it up and he says, "Hey, actually, it was still pretty good even the next day."
Yeah.
And she goes, "It's like you just had a free lunch." So and then she goes, #girl math.
That is not a free lunch.
Well, according to her, who's a girl, it was free because he didn't have to pay for it today.
But
so yesterday he definitely paid $35 for a lunch.
Oh yeah.
So that essentially that's what girl math is.
That is, I don't agree with that. Like,
I don't either, but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter because according to this girl and her math, that's what it was.
that does not make sense at all.
I'm not going to fight you on this, but I agree.
You're not fighting it. We're agreeing.
Yeah, well, I agree. That doesn't make sense. It's stupid.
I have an idea.
Let's hear it.
Let's jump right into Cinemark.
This Cinemark moment, or this moment is brought to you by Cinemark. Get your movie pass. It's actually not $10 a month. I've been wrong. I just got an email for like an annual renewal notice. You can renew on the annual and it's a little cheaper. But it is $12.99 a month.
Oh.
And you still get a free movie ticket. You avoid online fees, and you get a movie ticket a month. Get 20% off concessions.
We watched a movie tonight.
Yeah, talk about it.
It has got to be one of my favorite Western movies. Definitely in the top 5.
I don't know if you could name 5 Western movies that you've watched.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Okay, that's one.
Blazing Saddles.
All right, we'll count that.
Tombstone.
Okay.
We just watched.
All right.
Hold, give me a sec. Westerns. It takes place in the West.
Westerns are typically cowboy-esque movies.
Footloose, is that in the West?
Footloose, yeah, and then the Three Amigos.
Yeah,
there
the
you
Three
go.
Amigos.
So tonight we watched Tombstone. That's an oldie but goodie for me.
Oh yeah, it's a really good movie.
What? Any favorite parts?
I don't know. The whole movie, it was awesome.
Doc Holliday to me is great. Doc
Yeah.
Holliday makes that movie. His one-liners of like "I'm your Huckleberry" or
Wait, when did he say that?
so. Apparently, you got to go back and watch it now.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a lot, I can't hear anymore. I literally.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
I've lost my hearing.
What? You got to speak up, dude.
Yeah. Well, basically, so we're on this. Let's finish our movie moment first.
Yeah. So give it a rating. A to F.
A to F.
Yeah.
It's a solid 10.
Solid. It is. It's a solid A. I would watch it. I've probably watched that movie like 40 times.
Yeah.
It's like one of those movies that like if you're flipping through and it's on, like I'm watching it. It's a good one. There's some corny parts. I was kind of making fun of it a little bit. Like some of these like slow motion parts.
Infinite ammo.
They do have infinite. It's like, dude, it's a 6-shooter and somehow they have 60 shots in that 6-shooter.
Yeah.
There's never a reload.
There's this one scene. So this guy's really drunk and he goes out and he just starts shooting in the air and he has like 50 ammo.
Yeah. It's like how you do that. The other part that I kind of laugh at. So like near the end, they're like going after all these like bad cowboy people.
Yeah.
And Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp they're riding their horses and they do this like slow motion handshake. And I'm like, all right. Like,
it's pretty awesome. Yeah.
It's like, hey, we're riding. Let's shake hands right now, partner.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Also, something I thought was crazy. There's a part where Wyatt, he's like riding the horse. He's hanging off the side of the horse, hiding behind his head. Boom, shoots the guy.
Yeah.
No look.
That 100% never happened.
That was crazy though. It had to happen.
If you're the other guy, just shoot the guy's horse. Like,
I don't know why they didn't shoot the horse.
I mean, you have infinite ammo. Just shoot the horse.
Yeah. All right.
It's a good movie though, despite the fact that we criticize it. Kind of like Star Wars. Like Star Wars is a good movie, but Luke Skywalker's a baby.
We said we were gonna say something about Star Wars.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
All right, so I want to talk about our trip a little bit. TSA. I want to talk about we got to be careful because the TSA might be listening to this, and so they're gonna flag me.
Prepare for a rant.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
I hate the TSA of all the government agencies. I don't know if I hate the DMV or the TSA more, but it's like I hate them both with a passion.
Yeah.
And every time I go through the TSA, I just begin to be annoyed. Now, look, I'm TSA pre-check, and so that gives me extra liberties. Like I don't have to take my shoes off when I go through, but I still hate them. And so Renee, both times on the way there and on the way back, her bag got flagged. The first time because she has these herbs, and which is totally fine. Like there's nothing wrong with that. But they're like, oh, we're training this guy, so I gotta make him, check for these things. Like, no, you don't. Like it's not. There's nothing wrong with having these herbs.
Yeah.
On the way home, she had this lotion or condition container, whatever it was.
Why didn't that get flagged on the way there?
Exactly. Why did that not get flagged there? It's 4 ounces. It's almost gone. And so you can say, well, it's almost gone. What's the big deal? Exactly. What's the big deal? So why are you going to throw it away? David had a thing of Cetaphil lotion, brand new, that got trashed. That's super annoying.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is like, okay, I can't take water through TSA, but as soon as I go through, I can fill up an empty water bottle with magical airport water, and I'm okay.
Yeah.
And that annoys me so. Like, I'm smuggling water. Do you think I'm smuggling vodka through the TSA? And if I am, who cares? Like, if I'm publicly drunk, then just arrest me for public drunkenness or whatever. Like, pre-TSA, we didn't have a problem with like just sloppy drunk people going through the airport. And so then you say, well, it's for security because they could be mixing some liquid with whatever. Like, do you know what? Just do it then. Just do it. Like, I cannot wait for the automation of a lot of jobs through AI. TSA will be one of them where it will be faster, more accurate, and we'll have less of these clowns who get on power trips that throw away your toothpaste because it's the container's like 6 ounces, even though you've been using it for 3 months and it's about ready to dry up, and so they throw it away. And so now you got to buy a new toothpaste thing when you're on vacation. Those guys, the people who are TSA agents, I'm going to paint you with a broad brush. Most of you are failed security guards. Like you didn't even make it to the police academy. You got fired as a security guard, and now you got hired as the lead TSA agent. And I know that's offensive to Paul Blart Mall Cop and a lot of other people.
Yeah.
But Johnny, you said it. You gave us a warning. This is a rant, and I'm ranting.
Yep. And
Renee's over here shaking her head at me because I'm making a stereotype about certain jobs. Grandma Joyce is going to be mad at me for what I just said. But
why is Grandma Joyce mad?
Because I'm being mean right now. Right now I'm being mean. I should be nice, but I just like these. There's a guy who works at the post office on Tenaya.
Oh, you told me about this.
This guy, oh man, like if anybody loves power, it's that guy. And so a long time ago, we got passports, probably more than 10 years ago because they're expired now.
Yeah.
And we're waiting there. Like we signed up, we have time slot to do it. And this guy, he knows like, oh, they look like they're in a hurry and they have an appointment. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make them wait. And it's like he got off on that power trip of like, I'm in control here.
Yeah.
They can't tell me what to do. I get to do what I want to do. And you're just like, and that's why there's so much inefficiency in government work. And again, I just offended a whole bunch of government employees. So, this might be the episode that takes us down.
This is the last Cats in the Cradle podcast episode.
Yeah, I might be arrested after this. I'm definitely going to get audited.
Oh, look, there's the lights. The police lights.
The helicopter shine in. I'm done with my TSA rant. I've said my piece.
Let's get on to something happy now, like cotton candy.
All right, so why do I have this ordering the Romeo for breakfast, asking for sausage?
What?
Did you order something called the Romeo for breakfast when we were on our trip?
Yeah.
And did the Romeo come with sausage?
Yeah.
Did you ask for sausage on your Romeo?
Oh my gosh.
Is that what I just have a note in here? Ordering the Romeo for breakfast,
yes.
Asking for sausage.
Okay, so basically we're at this place. It's called in Portland. So
real quick, Portland, I have not seen so many masks since COVID. Until Portland. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if there's an outbreak in Portland. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's something in the water. There was a lot of mask wearing.
Let me tell you, that water was delicious.
So maybe it's not the water.
We're both sick now.
It was good water.
Yeah. But, okay, so basically, we're getting breakfast. And so I ordered this omelet called the Romeo. And it's like, what would you like for your side? I'm like, oh, sausage. And then she's like, oh, we don't serve sausage. We have all these things, and she names us off. And then I say, yeah, I'll have the sausage. I don't know what I was thinking.
You were tired.
I just wanted sausage,
And there's definitely sausage in the omelet that you got.
It was not that good of an omelet, I hate to say.
Oh, really? It looked good.
No.
You ate it fast.
Really?
Yeah.
I do remember that.
So something else I've noticed. You want to talk about the Romeo at all?
No.
Something else I've noticed I kind of been noticing this, but it became very apparent when we were in Portland. Trash cans have become a lot more confusing now than they've ever been ever.
Also, wait, explain on that after I make a comment. Every single bathroom in Portland was amazing. Like,
it was clean.
It was compared to Las Vegas. I'm like, what the heck? And there's like a lot of homeless people there. So I don't know why the bathrooms are so nice.
Yeah, the homeless people had very nice tents.
Yeah.
Like they had brand new tents that were very nice. And maybe they just care for their tents more, and then they care for the bathrooms more.
Yeah.
Maybe they have just a very courteous homeless population.
They made a new law. Go on your tent.
But yeah, so we ate burgers at a joint, and like the neighborhood we were in, you're like, ooh, this is like, I don't know, are we gonna get robbed or recruited? Like, I don't know what's gonna happen here. And I had to go to the bathroom, and it was one of those things. I'm like bracing yourself. You're like, this is gonna be a crap storm as I go in there. And I was like, yeah, I would definitely poop here again. Yeah,
definitely on my to-go-to list.
So my trash can comment. So I don't know if it was when we were at the airport or some other place. Like, so you go to a trash can, and it used to be just you had a trash can. Like, you have waste, it goes in that bucket.
Yeah.
And then it turned into, well, there's trash and then there's recycle.
Yeah.
And that I can get behind that. But then there's like the question of like, well, what's recycle and what's trash? Because there's some gray area there.
Yeah.
And so now like they had like a trash can for trash, one for recycle, one for cans, aluminum cans, and one for bottles. And I'm like, they probably had something else for one for food waste or something. I don't know. It's like I think I just want to go back to just having a trash can.
Yeah. It was I don't know, it was crazy. Like also I think one time, I don't know, it was in Portland though, but like I actually like did put the thing in the wrong thing on the trash can. It was
And you got arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you got
jail time.
Jail time, like felony.
Yeah.
You can never own a gun now.
Yeah. Wait, because I put the
that's because of your felony. Yeah.
Yep.
It's tough life.
Yeah.
Want to talk about the river trip?
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
I'm going to preface this by saying, generally speaking, a father should never, and I mean never, encourage their child to jump off a bridge.
I jumped off a bridge.
And I encouraged you.
Yeah. Like, well, Johnny, let's go jump off that bridge. You know?
We went on this river trip. It was a blast.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
The Columbia River Company, shout out to them.
Yeah. Not a sponsor, but shout out.
No, but hey man, they repped us and took us down the river. We had a great time. We did the part of the Salmon River.
Yeah.
In Washington, and Victor was our guide.
Amazing guide.
He really was. Like he nailed every single one of those rapids.
Yeah.
He nailed him. But anyway, so leading up to one of the concluding rapids, there's a big drop, which for legal reasons they couldn't do it this time of the year because the flow's too heavy.
Yeah.
And so if we were there like in 3 weeks, we could definitely do that drop.
Yeah.
But so we couldn't do it this time. So anyway, so they take pictures kind of at that juncture. And then there's a bridge. And we saw somebody jump off that bridge into the water.
Yeah.
And you said to the guy, like, hey, can I do that?
And then the guy's like, oh yeah, I'll come up there with you. And so I get up on this bridge.
It's like, how high up are you?
I don't know, like 30 feet, like a 30-foot tall bridge, you know?
So what was that like jumping in there?
It was fine. It was just like jumping into water from a 30-foot bridge, if you can imagine that.
Your stereotypical 30-foot bridge
yeah.
jump. What's funny about that is, so earlier in the trip, we'd come to this spot where there's like a 12-foot cliff.
Yeah.
And they said, hey, who wants to jump off that? And I was like, come on, Johnny, let's go. And you're like, nah, I'm good. And I'm like, come on, David, let's go. Like, you guys are my adventurers. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'm doing this by myself. And then all of a sudden, I got Ralph and Renee in my wake. I'm like, holy cow, like, how is it that Ralph and Renee are the adventurous ones and Dangerous Dave and Adventurous Johnny are like the ones chilling in the raft? So we jumped in. And then all of a sudden, you're like, maybe it just wasn't dangerous enough for you.
It wasn't dangerous enough.
Like, I'm not jumping in that 40-degree water for a 12-footer. I'll do it for a 30-footer.
Yeah, that's actually my mindset, though, because I'm like, that 12-foot jump looked like 5 feet to me, and that 30-foot jump looked like 12 feet.
Yeah, you should have made an adventure and done like a belly flop on it.
That would be terrible.
That would be terrible.
That would hurt so bad. And it would just be in my arms and my face, and maybe my legs.
River trip, I love river trips.
Oh, I love them too.
I'll put some pictures in there. I mean, we hit some pretty major rapids.
Oh yeah,
pretty fun.
Me and you were at the front of the boat, and we kept on like stomping down right as we hit like a small wave, and it kept on getting everybody wet.
Made it a little bit bigger. It was fun.
Yeah,
good. I would, if I'm in the Portland area. I don't know if I will be, but if I'm in the Portland area again, I would definitely do that trip.
Oh yeah,
that was a fun one.
I loved so the Portland city was kind of weird. Like it was a weird mix of like dirty and then greenery and stuff, you know. But I loved the greenery outside the city. Yeah,
there's some areas that were really nice. But anyway, it's sometimes in those nice areas, like all of a sudden you're like, wait, now it's like tent city all of a sudden.
Yeah. So
it was a weird mix of, I don't know, I mean,
everything.
Yeah. David was like, I would never come here. Like, to me, if you were in Portland without GPS, like if you were there 30 years ago before like the internet was a thing, I have no idea how you'd find anything.
Yeah. There's no signs anywhere.
There's like no that's kind of what threw David off. He's like, there's no billboards, there's no advertising anything.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm okay with that. All right, I want to talk about a couple signs that we saw.
What? What were the signs?
Actually, maybe just a sign that I saw.
Yeah.
So I'm going to the bathroom before we are flying home.
Yeah.
And there was a sign in the airport. I kid you not. This is a legitimate 100%, like I'm not making this up in any way, shape, or form, sign that I saw this in the men's bathroom. And it's on the urinal, right? So you have the urinal. It's like you got the fleshy part up top. It's kind of like the part that's kind of near your chest, maybe your abdominal area, and then there, it goes down. So higher up on the urinal, there was a sign that says, "Not potable water. Do not drink."
Actually?
Yes, actually.
Why would somebody drink that?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, who in their right mind is like, "Oh, I'm so thirsty, and you know what? I'm just gonna drink that toilet water."
I mean,
like it's like
if it came to it, I would definitely drink
somebody. I mean, yeah, if it's like life or death, or like there's no other water source.
Yeah, probably not even life or death. Like probably like my water's empty,
and that's why they have the sign. But I'm like, how somebody at some point either attempted to drink, or sued them for not disclosing properly that this was not drinkable, potable water. And so they had to put this stupid sign up in every urinal in that bathroom.
That's so annoying.
But I want to be there for that moment where okay, so let's play the story out. Like you're drinking the toilet water, the urinal water.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so are you like flushing it and then like putting your face on the urinal?
Yes.
Are you trying to water bottle it? Are you cupping it in your hands? Like how are you getting this water?
Okay, first things first.
Go pee.
Exactly. You want to have as much room as possible, You take the urinal cake, you throw it.
Hey, get that crap out of there.
Yeah. Okay. Then you scoop the extra water after you flush it. But once you flush it, you're gonna start filling up your water bottle with that stuff. Maybe like licking.
I mean, get a straw. Maybe you too. You could get a straw.
I get a funnel and I don't know. It's a big process. I'd have to demonstrate. Like, hold it. If those of you watching, okay?
No. We're not gonna do this.
Okay. Well,
there's like 5 people that actually there's probably nobody that watches. Look, if you are watching this via Spotify,
thank you.
Put a message in there that you're watching it, and we'll send you a small woman's shirt. Actually, I think it's large. We have one woman's large shirt.
Yeah. Cats in the Cradle. It's official.
It's official.
Yeah.
I got stickers too.
Oh yeah, you've been putting stickers.
I tagged up the Provo area with some stickers yesterday.
Yeah.
I had to drop Ralph off at basketball camp, and so me and Addie were out getting a little snack, and I'm like, you know what? It's tag up time with stickers.
Boom, 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 boom.
That just happened. All right. Misleading headlines.
Yeah.
We were kind of joking around about some of this stuff.
I remember this.
So I'm going to give you a headline, and I want you to tell me what happened. So give me if you read this in the newspaper, what you think would have happened, not what did happen.
Yeah.
Father buried son alive at beach.
I would think this father is crazy, and he buried his son alive at a beach, and he killed his son.
And what really happened?
They were just playing around, and he just buried him, and he just put sand on him at the beach. That's
where words matter, right? Context of words matters. Like if you're, oh my gosh, a father buried his son at the beach. Like that's terrible. How sad. Yeah. You're like, no, he loved every minute of it. It was a wonderful time.
Yeah. They were just having a good old time.
How morbid are you? What's wrong with you? Not morbid at all. It was fun. Yeah. He was earthing, for crying out loud. You do love earthing.
Oh yeah, but never mind. Yeah, I love the beach. The beach is amazing.
The beach is amazing.
Like I just love the water. I didn't do it this time, but I love rolling around in the sand. I didn't do it this time because my sunblock would come off and I would get burnt.
Yeah, you got a little burn, not too bad.
Yeah.
All right, here's another headline. I don't know if I told you I was going to do this one.
Oh.
Family performs a drive-by at a Japanese garden in Portland.
I think a family went and shot up a Japanese garden.
And what really happened?
They just drove by a Japanese garden and enjoyed the views.
And you know what? You are welcome, and all of the people that were in attendance at that Japanese garden that day are also welcome. Because, like, I know if I was there and it was just me and Renee, we would have had a wonderful time walking through the rose garden and the Japanese garden. We would have had a great time.
Yeah.
And I know that if we walked through said garden with you and your brothers, it would have been hell for us, you, and everybody near us.
Well, we need to bleep that out.
No, it's a literal definition. It would have been bad. You guys would have been fighting, wrestling.
That would have been awesome.
It would have been real awesome.
Rolling around in the roses.
At some point, David would have lost it on you. You'd been punched in the face. You'd arm bar him and break his arm. Ralph would get kicked somehow. I don't know.
Ralph's the cheerleader. Like, go, Johnny.
No, Johnny, stop. And then everyone else is like, who brought their kids?
To
Obviously
a
from an
rose garden.
insane asylum.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about Dr. Haldeman.
LOC.
Bringing you
Happiness.
healing
Health.
in a myriad of ways.
I think we messed.
We did. We messed it up. But you know what?
Happiness, health, and then healing.
Yeah, and herbs.
And 702-258-7860.
Call her for an appointment, free consultation.
Yeah.
She's making a difference in the lives of a lot of people. Is she making a difference in your life? You,
She
the
is.
listener. No, you, the listener.
Oh.
Because if not, you need to go see her for a free consultation.
Yeah.
And she'll change your life.
She will.
Okay. Two things we got to talk about. We got like 5 minutes to talk about it.
Yeah.
All right. First one. You talked about a Disneyland villain tattoo.
Oh. Okay. So we're gonna go. We're going off on this people. We're going off on people on this podcast.
This is the Going Off podcast. We're getting canceled.
Yeah. So we're gonna put a warning for.
Just go ahead. Just dive into it.
Basically, if you're gonna get a tattoo, and if you want to be cool and get a cool tattoo, I would not get a Disney villain tattoo.
So who did you see this on?
I didn't see it on anybody, but so my friend told me about his dad's friend who's a cop.
Okay.
And so so if I was a cop and I was going to get a tattoo, I would get something cool, you know?
Like Disney villains, right?
Oh, obviously Disney villain. Like, I mean, why would you put a Disney villain tattoo on?
Look, to me, I get like, so you're not doing a great job of explaining. The way you explained it to me is like it's not just a villain, because I could see like, hey, like Captain Hook, cool, I like him or whatever. But it was like all the villains.
Oh yeah, all like going up the arm, you
had like Cruella, you had the octopus lady from Little Mermaid.
I don't know,
Ursula.
You got Jafar. I don't even know.
Yeah,
all of them.
You're just going, hey, I'm going bad guy tattoo.
Yeah, look at. Let's see what the criminals think of me now.
And like nothing says I'm tough than a bunch of cartoon character tattoos.
Yeah.
So just a tattoo idea for some of you out there that are contemplating a tattoo.
Yeah.
That or a no regrets one around your neck.
Oh, that's a good one. That's what I would get if I was.
No regrets.
If I was gonna get a tattoo.
All right, the last thing I want to talk about. We were on Newport. I saw these guys getting ice cream, and they're like tough looking dudes.
Yeah.
And I came to the realization that there is nothing tough about eating ice cream on an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing. Like, look, that's a great way to eat ice cream. In fact, it's probably my favorite way of eating ice cream.
Yeah.
But when you are, I mean, if you're a tough guy, I don't think you can lick an ice cream cone and be tough.
Get a spoon.
Yeah, or just put it in a cup and then have the cone on the side.
Yeah.
Because if you're a tough guy, that is not a tough thing to do.
Just everybody, all the listeners, okay? Imagine you're holding an ice cream cone.
Double decker.
And eat it. Eat the ice cream cone.
And now you're not tough.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's not that. I don't think that would be very tough.
You're a cool guy. You can be a cool guy, but you're not a tough guy.
Yeah.
Tough guy's not licking ice cream.
Yeah. It's just funny. Just think about the biggest, toughest, meanest looking guy ever.
He's on Muscle Beach.
Yeah. And then
hey, you want an ice cream cone?
And he's licking an ice cream cone.
What's going on over there?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I think this is a good spot for us to stop. Thanks for listening. We appreciate having you. We hit our sponsors. We hopefully made you laugh.
Hopefully
Made you cry.
Hopefully made you feel all the emotions that you wanted to feel.
And hopefully if you're a government agency worker, you're not too upset at us.
Yeah. Let's make a formal apology.
We'd like to formally apologize for our rant on TSA agents and calling you failed security guards. And we'd also like to apologize to security guards. You are an important asset. We do need you, and you perform a great work, and we thank you for that.
And I'd also like to apologize to anybody with Disney villain tattoos.
Yeah, please don't arrest us or hassle us or harangue us in any way, shape, or form. We apologize.
Yes.
All right.
And thank you.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye.
Oh, yeah!
Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.